siya ma-feel sa ato.
Sundalo na bahala niya.
Sa ato.
Pwede na sila matauran ng tubig.
Napay sa mga again, at this juncture ay usa ka mabungahong adlaw, mabuhay o madayaw gikan sa dakbayan sa Davao. O ganaw sab kita niining usa na pod ka edisyon, ika-20 na ka edisyon sa atuang kapihan sa Kadangpan, the Kadangpan Digital Media Forum. O kami ang inyong mga moderator, Kadangpan Carlo Dolier, kauban na akong sparring partner nga way paglubad,
si Tomas Canoy Avancenia Jr. Live ta karon sa Facebook o sa YouTube channel ang atong gibisita ta karon sa atong sa position ni ma'am sa tourism admin officer sa City Tourism si Ma'am Charlotte Parva. Siya ang karon ang atong bisita nga magpahayag sa Pasko Fiesta. Unsay mga kuan sa city government, local government, mga unsay mga mapahayag ni ma'am, siya mag-explica kay siyang nakabalo kung unsa ang mga ipang offer sa city government sa siyudad sa Davao.
Right. So, first and foremost, mabuhay og madayaw, Ma'am Charlotte.
Mabuhay og madayaw, Carl. Mabuhay og madayaw, Kuya Tomas. Thank you so much for having us here dito sa inyong programa, Kadangpan Digital. Good morning sa inyong tanan.
Yes, okay. So, way paglangay, I would like to throw in the first question in regards for the up-and-coming activities for the Pasko Fiesta sa Davao 2025. So I would like to ask, what are the activities that the Davaoenos and non-Davaoenos will expect?
Okay, unang-una sa tanan, daghang salamat for inviting us here. Ikaduha, gusto namo ni i-take the opportunity to invite all of you to come to Davao City, most especially for our official launching ng Davao City Pasko Fiesta event. This will happen this coming November 27. So ilang araw na lang mula ngayon, Carl.
2 days.
2 days more to go. See you at the Rizal Park ground. Hanggang ang ating Christmas tree will be installed at the Quezon Park. So dito himuan ang Christmas lighting ceremony, and that's also the official launching again of the Pasko Fiesta celebration in Davao. Again, November 27. So what's in store for all of you for this Pasko Fiesta event? You will still be seeing the Banda Dasig. This is parada, a lighted parade ng drum and lyre, and then you will be seeing floats, no? Yun yung mga lighted floats. Tapos yung mga floats na yon will also be displayed sa ating coastal road area para our fellow Davaoenos will still have time to have their pictures taken with the floats on the background. So we'll be announcing kung anong oras magiging magkakaroon ng display doon sa ating coastal road area. So that's the Banda Dasig event that will take place on December 7. And on December 6, we'll be having the Coro sa Pasko. So it's like a community celebration. It's like a caroling, no?
Yes.
That will be joined in by we have senior citizen representative, we have elementary category, we have open categories wherein maraming community-based na mga choral groups, at saka may mga college na mga choirs or choral members or choral groups na musalmot sa maong, it's a contest. So, sa maong contest. So, 3 categories, elementary, senior citizen, college. So, nag-jumble ang akong order, but it's basically, those are basically the categories. Tapos, meron din tayong all December round na, the whole December month na perya sa Pasko. That's gonna be for the kids, no? Libre po yung ating mga rides. And sumala sa inyong mga nasinati, adun na tayong mga popcorns. We'll be praying for ice cream as well kasi naging tradition natin yan. So from December 1 to December 25, that's gonna be the perya sa Pasko. And it will be at the open ground ng Rizal Park. If you will recall, ang former City Engineers building na hawan na karon, mura na siya parking area. Gina-utilize na nato siya actually as parking area. If you will notice now, particular area is being cleared gyud para nindot ang maong installation pohon sa ato ang peryahan. And that's gonna be for free. Tapos, you'll be having the Pasko sa Barangay Hall. Ito yung sinasabi namin na for quite some time, hindi natin ginawa during Pasko Fiesta event, but this time around, we are doing it again. This will be joined in by all 182 interested na mga barangays na mo appeal or mo salmot sa maong contest pod. This will encourage all the barangay halls, the barangays, to have their barangay halls decorated. The facade, the public areas ng kanilang barangay, and there has to be always a parol kasi appeal na sa i-judge nato pohon. So, yun, ang mga interested na mga barangays. And other than that, meron din tayong Christmas on Wheels na kinatawag. So, that's a thing that we has been doing for several Pasko Fiesta events. So, the Christmas on Wheels will make us go to several or at least 2 barangays per district. So, naatay unom in total ka mga barangay sa tibuok Dakbayan nga amo ang bisitahon pohon. So, we will have 2 in District 1, and then another 2 in District 2, and then another 2 in District 3. If I am right, the District 1 area is, we'll be visiting Barangay 22C and Barangay 5A. For the District 2 area, we will be visiting Barangay Malabog in Paquibato and Barangay Tibungco proper. And in District 3, we'll be visiting Barangay Marilog and Barangay Los Amigos. So see you pohon. That's gonna be from December, saan ba? December 15 to 20 if I am right. Yon, December 15 to 20. Yeah, tama. So that's a Christmas on Wheels. Ang himuon naman is we'll be bringing along entertainments sa maong mga barangay. Tapos most especially the kids will have to be there. Kalabi na ka ng mga bata or mga kaigsunan na itong Dabawenyo nga walay chance to go to the downtown proper or dili sa syudad. We will be the one to bring the entertainment and the pamaskong handle doon. Kasi especially sa mga bata, natay mga parigalo sa ilaha. So, see you pohon, ana ng mga petsa sa inyong barangay. And of course, the Siyam Kakaadlawon, which is a highly Filipino tradition, wherein we have our Misa de Gallo, Siyam Kaadlaw. And alongside that, aduna tay kakanin, no? Aduna tayo bazaar, food bazaar na inigawas nimo sa San Pedro Church. It has been a tradition that when you attend the Dawn Mass or the Misa de Gallo, you will get to buy puto bumbong, sikwati, yung sa pana ng mga traditional na kakanin nga naanda natong mga Pinoy. So we will be having that along Bolton Street, no, or portion of San Pedro as well. And then the kakanin will not be focused only during the Dawn Mass, no, after the Dawn Mass, kasi we extended that diha mismo sa likod sa Quezon Park that's facing the Unitap.
Yes,
No, Unitap na store. So kung makita nyo karon nagsugod na po ni og install sa amo ang booth para sa ato ang mga kakanin nga i-display pohon dinha nga katong dili ka mataog kaadlaw, they will get the opportunity to buy kakanin kahit hindi sa madaling araw. So it's gonna be a fresh serving of kakanin sa ibang oras ng araw, okay? Hindi sa madaling araw. And then other than that, we will be also having the Merry Mercado. Tinawag namin siya Merry Mercado because the concept and design is that like of a Christmas market. So, diha ka na mahitabo sa may Coastal Road area near the Times Beach Rotunda. So if you will notice, that's the difference now kasi dati ang ginawa natin, the Christmas Bazaar was in the coastal area in the Esplanade. Ngayon, gagawin natin siya sa may Times Beach Rotunda area para mas accessible kasi merong mga public transport doon. So that's what we are doing right now basically. And of course, para sa mga empleyado sa Davao City government, no? So, aduna tayo Slay the Stage na ginatawag, wherein the Paskong Pinoy Variety Musical Competition from among the different agencies under the local government of Davao will also be having the opportunity to makisalmot sa celebration natin sa Pasko Fiesta. So, aduna yung pasundayag and contest na gagawin. And at the same time, there is going to be a bazaar as well at the Rizal Park. And that's going to be on December 18. So, those are our lined up activity for the Pasko Fiesta event 2025.
Yes. Okay, with regards to the budget for this year's Pasko Fiesta, pila naman as to comparative from last year na kunhuran ba or nadungagan gamay?
increase
Okay, as a matter of fact, nag-decrease yung budget natin because aduna tayong mga activities na wala gihimo karong Pasko Fiesta event.
Okay.
So, our budget for this year is around 44 million pesos for the Pasko Fiesta. And ang ato ang gitanggal na mga event is katong, if you will recall, katong kasadya the sayaw sa Pasko.
Okay.
Yung sayaw sa Pasko at saka yung year-end celebration. Kasi kung masin natin inyo, the year-end party last year na ginawa natin on December 30, originally December 31 yan. Kaso kung December 31 natin gagawin, medyo mingaw ang mahimong year-end party because a lot of our kaisuan ng Davao are already focused on preparing for their New Year dinner naman, no, sa kanilang pamilya, sa matag pamilya nila. So, we do not somehow saw the parang hindi kasi siya gaano mapupuntahan.
Okay.
So, we did not mount that for this December, for this Pasko Fiesta. Last year, instead, we did it on the 30th of December. Kaya para maagtuan yun. Pero ang gagawin na lang namin ngayon, since we have the Merry Mercado, and the Merry Mercado will run from December 26 to December 31. So, on the December 31 na event ng Merry Mercado, which is also the last day of Merry Mercado, magkakaroon na lang siya ng extra hype, no, for the at least yung relevance ng kanyang performance for that last evening ng Merry Mercado will be all about the salubong naman ng bagong taon.
Okay po. Ma'am Charlotte, I don't know if you could recall with one for several years ago, ginawa yung parang Trotot Festival dito sa Davao. Pero for this year, wala talaga.
Yeah, because if I will remember, I'm not accurate talaga, but
Opo.
I think it's para siyang mounted by a private company.
Opo.
Yeah, no, hindi siya sa city government. Pero, syempre, accredited siya na event. Wala tayo ngayon yan, the Toronto Festival. Di ba ginagawa yan sa Rojas noon?
Yes po.
Yeah, wala tayo ngayon yan. For since pumasok ako sa City Tourism last 2024 and now, wala kaming any plans on having the Toronto Festival. However, for this Pasko Fiesta event, which is the concept is Paskong Pinoy, Paskong Davaoenyo, ang isa sa ating mga icons or iconic na mga objects that will be highlighted is the Torotot. Kasi lahat naman tayo, di ba? That's why we are having also the Pasko Fiesta event is because hindi tayo nakakaroon ng grand firecracker na mga wala tayong paputok, wala tayong mga pyrotechnic na mga exhibitions. That's why we have the Pasko Fiesta in place for that, para ma-divert somehow yung longing ng mga tao na it has been a long tradition that every Christmas and every New Year meron tayong mga firecrackers, di ba? So since wala yun, we opted to have or to make noise using the Torotot. So yun yung ginawa natin, part of our highlight icons ngayon for the 2025 Pasko Fiesta. Nandun yung Torotot.
Okay. Tomas?
Ma'am, yung every barangay sa mga first, second, third, mga barangay, office ba yan? Tapos may mga pa-premium sa sino mananalo. Doon kunin ang price nila sa 44 million. First prize, second prize.
Yes po. Lahat ng pa-contest natin for the Pasko Fiesta event, doon natin kukunin sa ating budget for this 2025 Pasko Fiesta. So, hinaot na all 182 barangay will be joining, but sa karon na aduna na may mga nag-show interest, hindi pa talaga lahat nag-confirm. We are praying that kasi ang isang magandang effect din ito or benefit din ito is that when people will see that their barangay is well lighted, kanang bibo, no, na ay sakto nga dekorasyon, sila mismo dito moadto sa ilang barangay, moadto sa ilang mga barangay hall, dito magkaroon ng gathering, picture taking, na especially those families na walang chance really to go to the downtown area. So it's an effort also, a community effort also sa kanilang barangay to come up with such picturesque ba na mga scenes for the karaniwang pamilya to enjoy as well.
Yes. Opo.
Yung ba, first, second, third district. So sa first district, first prize, second prize, third prize, yan ang premium at saka consolation. Meron pa o
Yes,
in
meron
every district?
Yes po, by district po. Meaning, ang lahat ng mga barangays na, that's for the, that's for the barangay, Pasko sa Barangay Hall. Kasi yung Christmas on Wheels natin, hindi yun contest. Kanang, gid na mo to, kanang regalo gid na mo to sa matag barangay na among bisitahon. But for the Pasko sa Barangay Hall, we will narrow down the entries to 3 winners per district. So, ang katong 3 winners, naman tayo tulo ka distrito. So, siyam na lang kabuo ang ato ang i-judge on the final na adlaw, no? The grand finals for the Barangay Hall, Pasko sa Barangay Hall is going to be at on December 12 at the Rizal Park. So that's when you will witness the grand showcase ng ginawa ng mga Christmas lighting, ng mga parol ng bawat barangay. Makikita natin yan sa Rizal Park because they will be showing videos. They will be bringing in their parol. So that's how we will judge them. So 9 kabok ang ato ang i-judge puhon on December 12 out of the 182.
Yes.
Pero may mga consolation prizes din.
Yes, we will also be preparing consolation prizes.
Yes.
Ang first prize, ma'am, magkano? First, second, third?
Sadly, wala ko'y
wala.
listahan sa
Wala
akong
pa
premyo,
listahan.
but I will get back to you so that Carlo can add na lang no,
Okay.
sa ating information as regard doon sa mga prizes natin sa lahat ng ating mga contest for the Pasko Fiesta event. And I will try to locate you.
Okay. Yeah. But speaking of that, no, with the 182 barangays, no, here in Davao, probably not all will participate, and there are some who are not celebrating the Christmas because they have. We respect every religion, right?
Yes.
So I think one example is, of course, sa Sirawan Turil, although it's a Muslim community, but syempre, hindi man natin maiiwasan that there are some communities will be participating, but not everybody knows about this event, no? But anyway, with regards to this, a lot is curious of what is the theme pala for this year's Pasko Fiesta, Ma'am Charlotte?
Yeah, ang theme natin is Paskong Pilipino, Paskong Davaoenyo. So this is very Pinoy, Christmas Pinoy theme. Kasi if you will notice, Carl, taod-taod na ta nga ang ato ang disenyo, ang atong concept, ang atong theme for Pasko Fiesta event is highly influenced by the Western
Yes.
na mga disenyo, na mga concept.
Yes.
So this time around, we will show to the rest of the Filipino people, to the world, and of course sa ato mga kaigsunan Davaoenyo to enjoy a highly Filipino theme. So kung makasuroy mo sa ato ang Rizal Park karon, nagsugod na tao muntar sa ato ang Christmas tree, and you will see the indigenous materials that is being used sa ato ang pag-construct sa maong Christmas tree. So it will be very exciting to see puhon, especially this coming November 27, na mahuman na gyud ug masugaan na gyud nato ang maong Christmas tree. And also ang ato ang mga parol na makita nato sa ato ang mga kadalanan, you will also be seeing a very Pinoy theme. Naagi star, tapos the color theme is red, yellow, and green. So that's the classic Christmas color.
Yes. If I can remember, yung first na ko nga attend sa Pasko Fiesta is 2023. Yes, so-
Wala pa ko ana sa City
Yes,
Tourism
so,
Office. Yeah.
yes,
How was it then?
Yes, it is wonderful actually. Still, it is under the time of Miss Jennifer Romero.
Mhm.
So, maganda talaga yung na kinalalabasan na.
Yeah.
So, likely. Okay, so balikan natin yung sa tanong ni Thomas regarding sa mga premyo of each category.
Yeah, nakita mo talaga na nasilip ko na siya, no?
Yes.
So, ang tanong ni Kuya Tomas kanina,
First, second,
for the prizes ng Pasko sa Barangay. So, di ba sabi namin, 3 congressional districts. So, ang first prize natin will be tatlong 75,000 pesos. Second prize, tatlo din na 50,000 pesos. And third prize, tatlo din na 30,000 pesos. So overall, for our final prize, this is for the grand winner.
Yes,
Ano pala yun? Congressional district prizes. For the final prize, the barangay who will end up as the in at first place will bring home 250,000, and second place 150,000, third place 100,000. And then we will be syempre meron tayong 9 eliminated, no? 9 na nag-come out from the elimination round. So yung tatlo winners na yon, first, second, third. Ang anim doon will bring home consolation prizes amounting to 35,000 pesos each. So yun po.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I know that there are many tourists alike would expect to spend their Christmas get together regardless kung ano balikbayan ba or mga foreigners, but of course the anticipation pala sa mga sabihin natin na mga gustong makipag-celebrate in the Dabawenyo way of celebrating Christmas, and especially unlike any other pala with sabihin na lang natin na they cannot spend their Christmas with their loved ones in their respective places, that they chose to stay dito sa Davao. But how is it na with the observation with those sabihin natin mga tourists alike na they get to gather along for Christmas celebrations dito sa Davao?
Yeah. That is why, Carl, ang pinaka aim talaga or the goal talaga of the city government of Davao is to come up with free entertainments. So all of these efforts na ginagawa ng Davao City Tourism Office, of course, pinaagi sa city government of Davao, pinaagi sa Davao City Tourism Office, is to have an offering not only for the local tourists, no, not only for those who are in Davao City, but those who are going to be visiting Davao City, Pinoy ka man or foreigner ka man, to experience a free Christmas experience, no? When you go visit the Peria sa Pasko, and when you get to bring your kids along, libre naman yung mga rides doon. Meron lang konting pila because syempre, libre yung sakay. So
Yes.
maraming pamilyang dadalhin yung mga anak nila and aakayin yung mga bata for the rides. And plus, the free popcorn, the free ice cream. So those are the things, simple things na gustong i-achieve ng city government for the karaniwang Dabawenyo, no, who might not have the chance to have a grand Christmas celebration. So tayo mismo, that's our goal, to offer a grand Christmas scene, a grand Christmas celebration na hindi kailangan gumastos ng malaki ang bawat karaniwang pamilyang Dabawenyo o pamilyang Pilipino. So when you go to the park, mangita lang kag pamasahe, meron ka ng magandang Christmas spirit na mararamdaman. Especially now that we enjoy the support of the barangay for our barangay hall lighting contest. So, dito pa lang mismo sa ilahang mga barangay, hindi na nila kailangang lumayo, di ba? So, if they also get the chance to go to the main center, sa mga kalsada pa lang nato, makita na natin yung mga parol, tapos mayroon tayong ang public parks natin, by the way, ginawan din natin ng paraan, at least para lighted siya. And of course, our main buildings ng like the SP and the Davao City Hall building. So, importante yon. Even if the simple way of like going around the Quezon Park, Rizal Park, even Magsaysay Park, magkakaroon din ng activities dyan ang City Economics na enterprise office natin. So, that's also gonna be like a Christmas market scene. So, ganun din, when you go and witness all the lined up activities that we have here, from the Coro to the Peria to the Banda Dasig. Banda Dasig is also a very enticing event hindi din, it's, di ba, sa lahat ng event na ginagawa natin, lahat ng parada is during the day,
Yes.
no, daytime. So this is the only event that we get to have a nighttime parade. Kasi yung indak-indak natin, ang mangyayari sa araw yung parada, sa gabi yung grand performance.
Yes.
Pero ito, talagang magparada sila if we get to be blessed with a fine weather. So, from Rojas Avenue hanggang San Pedro Square, lighted yon, no? Lighted yon. So, yun pa lang, you would get to witness that for free. Napakaganda. Plus, we made an extra effort talaga na kausapin yung mga merong mga entries na float, to have their floats displayed pa for an extra hour, no, after the parade, at least ma-extend ng hanggang alas 12 ng gabi. Doon yun mangyayari sa coastal road. So, yun yung mga ginagawang simple na effort ng city government through the Davao City Tourism Office to imbibe, no, and to offer to every Dabawenyo a grand Christmas celebration kahit hindi nila kailangan gumastos.
Yes. Tomas,
So malamang ma'am, sa mga may mga parade ba yan? Tapos may mga selected road closure nito naman.
Yes po, yes po. Our Bandadasig event is one of the events sa Pasko Fiesta nga kanang kung makita nato sumala sa ato mga na-experience in the past. Dako kayo siya og nahimong cause no sa traffic congestion.
yes.
So if you will notice that the date now for the Bandadasig event is a lot earlier. Kasi in the past, naa siya sa mga, katapag yung 2 years before, naa siya sa mga almost nasa 20 na part sa December. No, pumatong na sa 20th na part ng December. Last year nata sa December 15. So if you will notice, kasagsagan na yan ng Christmas rush. Ang dami
Yes.
na nakakatanggap ng bonus niyan, cash gift and everything. So people will really have to shop. Kasi yun man yung tradition natin. It's the spirit of giving every time we get to celebrate Christmas. So understandably, our streets will be congested already. Our malls will have their midnight sales. So natural, extended ang oras nilang tanan. And ang operation na ng ating mga public transport will definitely be nandun pa rin. And the people will also not go home early because syempre masalmot sa mga sales. Aguban pa ng mga Christmas scenes. So those are all traffic generators. They will add to the congestion of the in our street. So kami, nag-adjust yung ating exicom and we opted to decide na the Bandadasig event will happen on December 7, which is on the earlier part of December. Para dili pa kayo siya during the height of the Christmas shopping ng mga, or the Christmas rush, no? Hindi lang naman shopping yung nagkakos ng rush, but lahat, no? So, yun, siguro, this time we will observe if this is really this is a wise idea to move the Bandadasig event on the earlier part of December. It is an extra challenge for all of us sa City Tourism kasi medyo mapaaga din ang aming pagpaningkamot na mag-prepare. But then, we need to do it para dili ta magtugang sa ato ang mga problema sa syudad because, traffic congestion can really, napakalaking bagay yun, especially to those na ang daming negosyong ginagawan. They will have to go home early. So we do not want to be the reasons bakit delayed silang lahat.
Yes.
Yun po.
Ngayon nga, yung makatanggap na ng bonus siguro. Ang dami na ng mga buy one take one ng mga sa mga mall ngayon.
Yes, kasi
regalo.
kasi din po Kuya Tomas, we enjoyed also the support of all the malls in the city through the Department of Trade and Industry to allow those malls to run sales, exclusive sales for Christmas season and relative also for the Pasko Fiesta celebration. So, nag-letter na kami, nag-arrange na kami sa TTI. So, you'll be seeing a lot of Christmas sales din sa ating mga tindahan.
Correct. Okay, I would like to raise a second to the last question with regards, of course, we notice na ang dami namang mga influencers, mga vloggers that they feature in every festivity, including the Pasko Fiesta sa Davao. But how is the observation of the city tourism in promoting most of the activities and also the festivities in every quarter of the year to be actively participative, although not all events can be attended to, but however, they can experience of how it's like to be celebrating in most of Davao City's major festivities po.
Okay, first of all, thankful kayo sa presence sa mga vloggers, no? Iba yung generation ngayon because even yung mga karaniwang tao who will get to have the gadget, no? Merong cellphone, merong camera, will become na influencers, no? Meron silang chance to promote, meron silang chance to air their opinion. So we have to be more careful as well in facilitating events. And we are thankful kasi nandun sila to also support us and to also when they air their opinion, we also get parang wake-up call sa amin na, ay, dapat pala ganito yung ginawa natin. Mag-add siya sa mga dapat na istudyuhan o paningkamutan na bahoy yung puhon. As to our promotions effort, nagapaningkamot gid mi na very strongly amo ang mahimo og kanang wider ang spread sa amo ang promotion. That's why kapag mayroong mga ganitong invitations, we
Yes
also
po.
engage and as much as possible kung kaya sa oras namin, kaya ng mga oras namin, we don't refuse.
Yes.
Talagang we attend to invitations. This is part of promoting also our efforts, no? Not only for the Pasko Fiesta event, but for all the events that we mount all year round, no? So we have four major events in the city. We have the
Yes.
Araw ng Davao, which is soon to be, ano na, to be here na, no? On March, on the first quarter of 2026. And that's also be the celebration ng ating 100th year ng City Hall building.
Yes.
So, yun yung mga important na mga bagay na i-note natin for the Araw ng Davao celebration. We have the Duwa on the second quarter. And of course, we have the Kadayawan event on the third quarter. And this Pasko Fiesta, which will also end, no? Na the year end celebration natin ng lahat ng mga event that we mount the whole year through. So, yun. And other than that, very excessive no and extensive yung aming promotion sa aming social media, sa mga interviews na ganito, lahat ng mga platforms na kaya naming i-offer or ibat-bat no or i-share ang mga plano. We do that. And para din people will know na we do not simply specialize on events. Maraming ginagawa ang Davao City Tourism Office ngayon, especially on tourism product development. We are doing circuits right
Yes.
now. When we do the simulation tour puhon, we will be inviting you, no, para makita ninyo unsa ang among ginapanday, not just the events but also the circuit. The circuit kasi will be our offering talaga sa atong mga bisita because when you think of Davao, people will associate just the Malagos. Although, no offense meant, no, ang ganda naman ng offering talaga ng Malagos at saka ng Eden, no? Pero palaging ganon yung iniisip ng mga turistang puntahan. Tapos kung mahurot na nila adto ang Malagos ug Eden, balhin na dayon sila og Samal. So, considering that Davao City is so vast, no? We have so much to offer here sa atong syudad. So, naami ginahimo nga maybe you have heard of the Palenque Tour.
I heard of it.
You have heard of the Palenque Tour, but it's a very good, the stories are woven into very good narrative na you will get to see na the Palenque talaga pala is the belly, no? Ito yung pinakatyan ng ating syudad.
Yes.
That's where you will see our bountiful produce, no? Ano yung makikita natin? Anong produce ng isang syudad? That's where you can find it in the market. So, napakaganda. If you get to witness that, it's like a 2-3 hour tour plus yung chance to experience the pumayan with chocolate.
Yes.
Diba? Dili lang ang durian at ang ginapahambog sa syudad sa Davao. Our cacao. So, yun. Ma-highlight natin na sa ato ang mga circuits na buhaton. And alongside that, para maintindihan natin ng mas maayos yung ating Palenque tour na tinatawag. Nagpunta na ako sa circuit, no? Okay lang.
Yeah.
Oh, because I want to we are passionate about that product development because wala tayo niyan eh.
Yes.
We cannot just be contained in mounting events. We need to develop products. So yun, meron tayong para maintindihan natin bakit ba bountiful masyado yung mga produce na mabibili natin sa palengke. It is because we have a very fertile soil in Davao City, no? So we have planned a circuit that is called Abundant Harvest. So you will get to visit or walk through farms in Davao City. No? So, di ba meron tayong Malagos Chocolate Factory? But it's the process of making the chocolate. Hindi natin alam how you harvest the cacao, how you ferment it, and how it becomes chocolate. So, yun yung gagawin natin for the Abundant Harvest Tour. And meron isang napakaganda din, yung tinawag natin na Purusato Tour. The Purusato Tour will bring us to the pre-war na Davao City. Yung history ng Davao City bago nagkaroon ng giyera. Furusato because it is a Japanese coined, Japanese name or Japanese word na meaning para siyang home. Because alam naman natin sa ating history na Davao City is like a home to many Japanese before the war. So yun yung we will bring you to the heritage site na tinatawag natin na people will learn. It's also educational. So para din siyang education tourism. So marami kaming offering na hinahanda and we are praying that we'll be really successful in launching it, especially next year because those tour circuits will be offered to our tour operators so that kapag merong mga turistang interesadong bumisita sa Davao City, we will just ask them what kind of tour or what kind of sites do you want to see. So tourism baya talaga is not just sites, it's all about experience also, di ba? And naditay Davao Food Crawl, hapit ko nakalimot.
Yes.
So Davao Food Crawl is also very exciting, di ba? Coming from the harvest, tapos nandun na tayo sa ano ba yun, yung abundant harvest natin dun sa market tour. Tapos yung food crawl, wherein from the market, malalasahan natin kung ano yung mga pagkain-kain nating ihanda that is uniquely Davaoenyo brand. Marami tayong unique na mga pagkain dito sa Davao. So, kana ang ato ang mga offering po. So, upat dito ka circuit ang atong ginaandam. And we wish to invite na especially kayo na mga influencers sa media na to also help us promote because we have several to offer in Davao City.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. In the interest of time management, I would like to give my last
Sorry.
question in the sense that I know you've been very busy for many meetings in preparation for the Pasko Fiesta, but I'd like to give my last question to you, Ma'am Charlotte. Those beauty queens who have been represented here in Davao City, becoming the ambassadresses, promoting the city of Davao in the aspect of what places to see, and of course the bountiful harvest as what you have mentioned. How do you expect, of course, the observation of those for the current ambassadors of Davao City, and those who have been the Mutya, the Hiyas, with the past with regards to promoting their respective heritage here in Davao City, and they could not forget about where they came from.
Ano yung tanong doon?
The question is, how, of course, do you observe with those who have been in the city that they never forget their heritage, their roots, where they came from?
Kumbaga, wherever they go, wherever life brings them, they carry the banner of being the queens of Davaoenyo. How do I find it?
Yes.
I find it very patriotic. Patriotic in a sense na talagang Davao yung puso niya. So, we have several beauty queens who aspire to have or to join in national na mga patimpalak, di ba?
Yes.
But they never fail to carry the banner of the Davaoenyo or the Davao brand. So, di ba palagi nating sino ba yung mga beauty queens natin na dala-dala yung Davao kahit saan sila napupunta?
I think si Mary Jean Lastimosa or Janelle T, the former Mutya ng Davao 2010, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Pasensya, hindi ako articulate doon. But I
Yes.
appreciate them, no? Bringing along with them, what is unique about Davao City. Those queens, those past queens, and even our current queens are indeed our ambassadresses, no? For the Hiyas, they are the ambassadors of our culture, no? Our cultural heritage. Tapos yung ating mga Davao, yung ating mga other queens natin like the Reyna and the Mutya ng Davao, ambassadresses natin sila of goodwill at lahat ng mga pwede natin i-promote dito sa Davao City. As a matter of fact, kasama namin sila palagi, no?
Yes.
You will be also seeing them in all our campaigns, in all our tourism efforts, and you will also be seeing them in our official Christmas Pasko Fiesta official video. So, diyan mo makita na kana palang daan will make them carry those unique experience that they had during their reign here in Davao City as they venture further into their life's journey. No, hindi yan basta-basta makakalimutan. Not just their engagement sa amin, but their true Davaoenyo spirit. Dala-dala nila yan kahit saan. And with that, we are so thankful.
Yes. And it seems na murag nahutdan na tagpangutana for this juncture in this edition. I have so many questions for this, but unfortunately, this ends here because we
Thank
are just
you.
focusing on the Pasko Fiesta. But probably mga February pa ato na nang mahinabi pag-usab if na pa si Ma'am Charlotte.
Praying.
I hope. So, Thomas, wala na tayo igong oras pero
Pero expected na to this Pasko Fiesta, more on visitor tayo, no? Sigurado po yung mga hotel, siguro mas maraming mag-visit sa Davao para makita din nila ang Davao kung ano talaga ka-peaceful, kung gaano mga trust yung mga visitors natin, maglakad sila ng gabi na walang mangyari,
Yes.
safety sa Davao, maraming bibisita, siguro malamang mas marami pa ito ngayon kaysa yung nakaraan. expected natin yan, ma'am. Di ba?
Yes.
So, mag-invite ka kahit saan lugar, makapasyal mo lang sa Davao para makita nila kung ano ang Davao City kasi.
Yeah, because ang atong ginapanghambog nga, not just the sites, no, it's the experience.
Yes.
Hindi lahat ng lugar sa buong mundo, no, I'm not just specifically talking about the places in the Philippines, but places all over the world. Pipila lang ang kanang safety ka, o kampante ang imong dughan, nga mobaklay bisan pa og late na sa gabi. So, that is something that Davao can uniquely offer. No, unya, we have sustained that, no? We have sustained that because not just the security cluster who has the responsibility and duty to look out for our security, but the Dabuenos in general are already taught, no, to be vigilant pag-abot sa inana ng mga butang. So, isa na sa mga unique offering na ihatag nato sa atong mga turista na when you visit Davao, when you get the chance to enjoy our sites, our food, ang lahat ng mga offerings that we have here, you will be safe also here in Davao.
Okay. So, I guess, wala na tayo lang yung mga pangutana and dili nato biyaan ng ato ang pagpanagubun-uban ni ato ang ika-20 nga edisyon sa ato ang Kapihan sa Gadangpan kung walay mensaheng pagpanapos gikan sa City Admin Officer sa Davao City Tourism Operations Office, Ma'am Charlotte Parba. Imo ng oras?
Una-una, thank you again, Carl. Thank you again, Kuya Tomas, for really personally inviting me doon sa opisina. Ang mensahe lang na ako is tanan, no? Gusto na mo imbitahan ka mong tanan to really join in, no? The Christmas Pasko Fiesta celebration sa atong syudad. And I would like to leave a message, no? Yung song na parang, I don't know if I could express it right, but it is something that I grew up listening to every Christmas. Ang sabi ng kantang yon is that it's not the things you do at Christmas time, but the things or the Christmas things you do all year through. Meaning, lahat ng gagawin mo for this Christmas, like the spirit of giving, the warm heart, the hospitality, it's not just during Christmas that you get to do that. You do that all year through, diba? Dahil araw-araw ay Pasko. Maraming salamat po.
And with that, thank you so much, Ma'am Charlotte Parba, for the momentum that you shared to us about the activities
Thank
and
you.
some things that matters most regarding the tourism of Davao City and especially the up-and-coming Pasko Fiesta sa Davao. O ayha pata kita manamilit, ako lang i-shout out diay ka Ma'am Tresha Hubahib, nagsigi ka na
Hi,
bagut-but karon nga nagulat ka Ma'am Charlotte ditaw. Ay, hello Ma'am Tresha, sorry gihulamsa namo si Ma'am Charlotte. Okay, bitaw. And also belated happy birthday di ay to Lumutya ng Davao 2025, Rebecca Gail Celis. Happy
Yes,
birthday.
happy birthday,
Wa siya
Becca.
nagsaba. Good.
birthday.
Ug dinhi natapos ang atuang kapihan sa Kadangpan, the Kadangpan Digital Media Forum. Kita na pud ta sunod higayon sa susamang oras o syempre lain na pud na edisyon atong hatagan og pagtagad sa lain na pud na guest. Ug kini ang inyong mga moderator, way paglubad, way pag-usab Kadangpang Carlo Dolier ko ba na po kong sparring partner.
Si Tomas Cano Evansenia Jr.
Daghang salamat ug maayong adlaw kanining tanan amping permente. Once again, mabuhay ug madayaw.
Thank you.